Beautiful PHP family, how everyone is feeling today. Welcome back to another live stream. Finally back home and just happy to be back to the office. How everyone is feeling today. Happy to see you all. Ida, Mike, what's up? Elite Dev, thank you so much for the tier 1 subscription. 15 months in a row, dude. You are absolutely awesome. And you are saying the following, what's up everyone? Hope everyone is doing good. I'm doing fantastic, dude. Just happy to be back, honestly. Back home, back to the regular schedule, back to the gym. Everything is good stuff, man. John Sugar, what's up? Nice to see you all. Chris, what's up? Hi, Nuno family. What's up, dude? Happy Nuno Nation all over the place. Excited to see you all today. And today we have an exciting live stream, okay? It will be absolutely dope. I hope you guys are ready because this one will be dope. What's happening with my mouse? Okay, my mouse is broken, chat. Wait a little bit. Why is it broken, though? What the fuck? Okay. Can you move? Okay, maybe it's good. Well, it's not good, though. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, we back. Diabel, nice to see you, dude. How you doing? Chat, today we are going to see a couple of things, okay? A couple of things, okay? First of all, I want to try OpenAI Codex. Does any of you ever tried this model yet? I have been super into Cloud Code Opens 4.6, and that's pretty much what I've been using for pretty much everything. So today we're going to try that model, Codex from OpenAI. I want to try it for the very first time. And to do that, we are going to actually use this new tool called 3.3 Code, okay? So recently, I don't know if you have seen it, but this dude called Theo have released this new tool called 3.3 Code, which allows you to, in theory, open multiple agents to work on this project, and I think this will be fantastic. So we are going to try open 3.3 Code, OpenAI Codex, so that will be awesome. That will be awesome, hopefully. And on top of it, we are going to react to this video, which says the following. I was at 10x engineering, now I'm useless. You know, we have been seeing various cases where people are, you know, they cable too much their identity to their craft, and once they can no longer do that craft, they just feel a little bit lost. And I want to react to this video because I have heard, you know, contains good content. I'm happy to do that. John Sugar is saying the following: Make Taylor release Laravel 13 already. I don't think it's happening. I don't think it's today though. Do you guys know if Taylor announced the date? I don't even know. Tiago is saying the following: Welcome back, mate. Looking forward for the stream. Me too, man. Happy to be here today. He's also saying the following: Quick one, Nuno. Pen PHP is still broken, and there is a pull request open with a few fixes about 3 weeks ago. All right, I will double check. Why is it broken though? Like I haven't touched it. In theory, it shouldn't, you know, just be broken. John Sugar is saying the following: I have recently started using Codex and finding it better than Claude. Okay. What I have heard is that Codex is just more slower than Cloud Code in general, you know? So I want to see how that plays out a little bit. Chevy Hood, what's up, dude? Nice to see you. Nice to see you all. Okay, chat? So let's actually, to warm things up a little bit while people show up on the stream, I want to start with reacting to this 10x engineering, now I'm useless. And, you know, a lot of people's identity was literally about being good coders. And I think, like, now more important than ever, you kind of have to expand a little bit your set of skills. So besides being a good coder, a good problem solver, you need to be a good engineer in general. Like you guys need to be ready to engineer an entire product. And I'm talking about outside code, you know? I'm talking like taking high-level decisions, things like if you should use Cloudflare, and if yes, why? And, you know, which database driver should you use, and why those database drivers? Like, you guys just need to be just better software engineers and less code typers almost. So I'm super curious to see this video, and I think we are going to react on it real soon, chat. Yeah. All together. First of all, let me know how the sound is. Hopefully it's good.
Has completely one-shotted my ability to code. Like,
okay, how is the sound, chat? Hopefully it's good. Mike is saying the following: I'm using Codex sometimes, and yeah, it is slow. So that's what I've been told, you know? I've been told that Codex is good but slow. That's it, you know? Tiago is saying the following: Pen PHP is broke at the moment. It's the GS injection not working because of the charset ETF8. Okay, I'm going to double check that. John Sugar is saying the following: I don't find Codex slow at all. Well, we are going to find it. We are going to see it real quick. Sound equals good. Thank you. How about Polyscope from Beyond Code? I honestly think that the tool we are going to see today will be very similar to Polyscope from Beyond Code. And I have used already Polyscope from Beyond Code. I can actually show you guys that tool too. And I actually feel it's super close to this one. Like in terms of feature set, it feels like super similar. Tiago is saying, let's enjoy the stream now. Yo, absolutely, absolutely. First of all, before we dive into all of this stuff today, what do we have to talk about? We have to talk about Laracon EU. Laracon EU, I was the MC, and I want to just give you a quick recap how things went. So first of all, being an MC is much different from being a speaker. It's just like, I would say that there is a lot of variables when you are MC, and you just need to be ready for everything else, you know? So it's high stressful, high pressure during 2 days straight. Overall, it went fantastically. I was happy of being an MC. I think people were happy to see me on stage. That felt really good. And it's actually a very special Laravel community we have, you know? Laravel community is so special in that regard. People were supporting me. That felt the world to me, I'm going to be honest with you, you know? Taylor's talk was wild, dude. Absolutely. I don't know if you guys have seen, but Taylor literally received a call from OpenClaw on stage, and he said, merge it, like literally a badass merge it on stage. And so many things could have went wrong, honestly. So that was so good to see. Domino's cannot wait, let's fucking go. Legal Dom, what's up, dude? Nice to see you, man. Juan Canito is saying, my man, what's up, dude? I'm doing fantastic, man. How you doing today? How you doing? Debel is saying the following quick feedback. I would love to have the link to YouTube stream of Laracon EU. Oh? It's literally like, you just type Laracon EU on YouTube, and it's just basically day 1 and day 2. That's it. Merge it. Best line of 2026. Merge it. Absolutely, man. So overall, it was fantastic. You know, then I went to Belgium to do a stream with Freak Mers, and you guys have seen that one. I think it was awesome. It was at Freak Mers' office, and it went fantastic. Okay. Yep. Let's move forward, chat. Let's say thanks to our sponsors, Redberry International, of course. They're absolutely fantastic. Check them out. They are good making Laravel apps, Vue apps. They are fantastic and beautiful team, so check them out, of course. Redberry.international. So SERP API, if you want to have access to a nice Google search API, you can definitely use their services. They also work with Amazon and everything. But basically, like, if you want to have some nice search results and through a nice API, this is definitely for you, okay? SERP API for the win. Titan, of course, they build and rescue web apps and development teams that are awesome. They also hire the people behind the book Laravel up and running from by Matt Stauffer. You know, I'm a big believer on Titan. Check them out. Mailtrap, which in the past used to be like this local solution, and now they just allow you to also use them as production solution. They're absolutely awesome. Check them out. I also love them. And JetBrains, of course, you know, the company behind PHP Storm, the best editor in the entire planet, okay? PHP Storm. Check them out. Absolutely awesome. JetBrains. CodeRabbit, if you want to have some nice AI reviewing your pull requests through GitHub, they give you a nice review plus some nice charts like this. They're awesome. Check them out. And of course, Devin AI. If you want to offload some tasks to AI, you can use Slack integration, linear integration. You just say, Devin, get it done, and they will get it done, and it will make you a nice pull request. Thanks to my sponsors, they make my dream possible. Okay? Yo, Volkov, what's up, dude? Diabel, nice to see you. Adrian, how you doing, man? It was so lovely to be with you at Laracon EU, man. It was so nice. It was really nice, man. I'd love to be with you. I hope you enjoyed the t-shirt I gave you, so... Service Adrian, John Sugar is saying the following, it was streamed on Vimeo. No. It was streamed on YouTube as well, okay? It was absolutely streamed on YouTube. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, chat. It's time to react to, I was a 10x engineer, but now I feel useless, okay? And a lot of people feel this way, so I want to kind of pay attention to this video.
I know a lot of us, AI has completely one-shotted my ability to code. Like, I know a lot of us like to joke about AI psychosis and how it's the other people who have AI psychosis and not us, and not me, certainly. But I have realized that I have been one-shotted. Like, I can't code anymore. My brain has been fried by the easy button that the LLM...
Now, this is actually a reality. Do you guys felt, and I actually have felt this myself, and I want to hear your opinion. I don't know if you're speaking about that, but I want to ask you, like, did you guys also felt that you now just type code slowly? Not that you have forget how to review code or how to understand if code is good or not, but like, just try to do anything without internet, okay? We don't have to go far. Just shut down the internet and just try to type characters yourself without any nice auto-completion from GitHub Copilot or without any nice AI just, smashing code for you. It's so much different now. It's almost like impossible to do it. No problema for you, or for me, it's just a huge problem, honestly. I cannot do it anymore. So type on the chat. I want to hear your opinion, chat. I want to hear your opinion about this situation. I feel it's a problem. It's a problem that even like back in the days when people got this first math calculators, they forgot how to do math by themselves. And I feel it's a little bit the same here, You can kind of understand if a math resolution is correct, but you don't know why, almost. No, the live stream was on the YouTube channel, dude. Lara on your YouTube channel, though. You know what I mean? Hey, Pick and Flow, nice to see you. It's been a while, dude. How you doing? Volkav is saying the following. Sorry for the question. What MacBook do you recommend for Docker, local LLM, software development, virtual machine? I think you should go for the latest MacBook, and ideally with the highest memory possible. I think memory RAM is just so important these days. If it was up to me, so right now, my laptop is the following, by the way, okay? I have a MacBook, Apple MacBook, M4 Max, with 36 gigabytes of RAM, and I regret so hard using this fucking 36 gigabytes of RAM. I should have went it with 128, because now I cannot run any single good model locally, which fucks me over, man. I'm so bad, just basically so sad about that situation, Cuban Federal, what's up, dude? Welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you here today, man. Miscom is saying the following. I realized this when I decided to code on the flight. Exactly. So when you try to code without internet, it's just a fucking nightmare. You just cannot do any shit, basically.
Companies have provided where you press a button and you
literally 6.7, literally 6.7.
Instant results. And now my dumbass brain, when I want to sit there and try to code by hand, it says, why would you do that? Why would you code by hand when you could press a button and get similar results, seemingly? Why the hell would you do this by hand, you idiot?
Plus that, I honestly feel like every single time I'm just typing code myself, why? AI is just so much better. Just not much better doing it, but it's much faster doing it, and I can just adjust things myself afterwards, you know what I mean? Volkov is saying the following about the MacBook he was asking about. That's what I thought. I felt limited with low RAM because of that. Thank you so much. Nudo! Ba-ba-boom, ba-ba-boom, ba-ba-boom. Pick and Floyd is saying the following. Queen 3.5 runs on a 36 gigabyte as well. Pretty decent, and only takes 22 gigabytes of RAM. You think 22 gigabytes of RAM within a laptop of 36 gigabytes, it's just not a lot. You open Chrome, you open Safari, you open PHP Storm, you're out of RAM real quick, chat. You know what I mean? I just set up a server for myself. I may actually do that, with Fly and fucking, 1 terabyte of RAM. I may do it. Legal Dom is saying the following. Chrome rank hog. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
And so now I'm
By the way, chat, if you just arrived, today will be awesome. We are going to literally use 3 code applications. So this is something new from Theo, which is a YouTuber, a popular YouTuber, actually. And what I have noticed is that this only supports Codex. So it's a nice opportunity for us to learn about Codex and how good Codex actually is. So we are going to build a quick app, a quick to-do app or whatever, to see how fast Codex can get results. We are going to see the features of this app. Will be absolutely dope.
I need to ship a software product, but I'm completely at the mercy of the AI companies to build a model for me that can do my job. But there's a couple problems with that. One is that responsible developers are presumably supposed to be reviewing their code. In practice, everyone knows that you can't review AI code. Not only is it...
this is not true, by the way. I do review every single bit of my produced code by AI, and... maybe he will mention it. We don't know. But I do review every single bit of AI-produced code. And I have told you guys the tip about this. The tip is that you don't prompt for a full feature. You prompt for individual pieces of that feature, and you just go slowly but surely. That's how you review code produced by AI. You know what I mean? Puyapal, what's up? Nice to see you. Pick and Floyd saying, can a lot of Cloud add LLM hosting for us? That's actually a good feature request. We can definitely talk about that.
Impossible to keep up with the AIs. They want to move 1,000 miles per hour, and we're here 30 miles per hour, reading, trying to understand every line. It's impossible to keep up with. And so the question is, well, can we ship products without reviewing the code? And in recent videos, I've been trying to warm up to that idea because it is what I need to ship my product. Take OpenClaw as proof of that. Peter Steinberger never looked at the code. It's huge. It's a monstrosity.
Is this true? Like the OpenClaw code haven't been reviewed by the. Is this true, chat? Does any of you know if this is true? Wow. If this is true, that would be unbelievable, though. Because OpenClaw was literally mentioned by NVIDIA as being one of the most important open source projects ever, like in the industry ever. You know what I mean? John Sugar is saying the following: I wonder how much 48 gigabytes cloud server would cost. Well, with hibernation, potentially nothing even, you know? OpenClaw is the most sloppiest app. Oh, okay, I didn't know about that. I don't know, I feel like every single time, maybe OpenClaw is like, it's not a good example, but I feel like if I just allow AI to go nuts and just produce whatever, the generated code over time would just be bad because it's just fucking average, you know what I mean? So, Diabel is saying the following: that's the thing, Nuno Maduro. I mean, this is the reason for security issues and pull request spam. Absolutely, man. Cuban Federal is saying the following: not writing code has helped me tremendously because now I can get to review my code, think about it, reason about it, and have it pair programmer doing the heavy work. Plus, I don't have to write tests anymore. I don't know, man. There's a few things you said that I don't agree in, you know? Like, even the not write tests, I don't think that's a good thing.
He's never looked at the code, and he's testament to just what can be done, I guess. If you don't care about the code, it's no secret that if you don't look at the code, you'll go really fast. In my last video, I likened vibe coding to essentially evolution with natural selection, where evolution seemingly has no idea what it's doing. To code up something as precise as a hand, it doesn't say, hey, I want to make a hand, how do I code it up? No, it tries random thing.
Now I'm thinking, like, is really the... I'm going to ask ChatGPT real quick. Is really the OpenClaw never... was... Oh, I'm going to ask ChatGPT real quick. Was OpenClaw developed without any code review? Like, just, you know, just vibe coding? Let me see what ChatGPT tells me about this. Yeah, so it wasn't actually developed like this. So what ChatGPT is telling me is that the early POC was developed like that, but after doing that, it kind of starting rearranging things and, you know, kind of organizing the code. Exactly. After it exploded, it started to just reviewing everything, scrutinizing every single bit of the code. Which kind of makes sense, though, you know? Claude releases right now a new feature. Which feature is that one? Cuban Federal is saying the following: I mean, AI writes them for me, using past, of course. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. And if then you review the tests, and if you agree with them, that's a good thing.
And if it passes the tests, it adds it to the DNA stack. As long as you survive, you'll add your DNA to the gunk of the DNA code base, which is absolutely incomprehensible, inscrutable, and yet it made us. And so it's like, well, if evolution can do that, why can't I have this?
That is one thing which is worth to think. Like when I was in Belgium, me and Freak, we actually, you know, we went out for dinner and everything. And we had me and Freak Van Herten, which is the creator of Spatie and many packages, you know. And we were discussing like a lot like about the future. And something we discussed is that eventually, and this is just a hard reality, eventually AI will actually become a fucking master expert developing full SASs, like literally. You just prompt, I want a full SAS like this, and everything will be just perfect from the very first character to the very last one. Eventually will become like that. That's just a reality, you know. We keep increasing the memory, we keep you know, having quality on these data sources that train those models. Eventually will be like that, you know. It's not even close to that yet, though.
Which is not even, it's bad.
John Sugar is saying the following: the main thing with OpenClaw is giving you access to your machine. is have access to your private data. That's why installing on a private dedicated cloud server is better. Absolutely. But like let me know if I'm wrong, but like to enjoy all of the features of OpenClaw, you kind of have to give access to private things anyways, right? Like you need to give access to your GitHub account and to your Telegram or to your phone number or whatever. Otherwise, why would you use it to begin with? Because if you cannot do anything, So from the moment you give them access to Telegram or to Gmail, for example, I think you're screwed already. Well, not screwed, but you're open to security issues. Yeah, you just set up API keys, exactly. But you give access to those tools and to those private tools, basically.
Better than random, clearly. And if you pit it up with some tests, as long as it passes those tests, then why can't I do something like Evolution does? Like, if it's good enough to make me, it's good enough to make my damn to-do app. Yesterday was a perfect opportunity to test that hypothesis. ChatGPT 5.4 came out yesterday, and everyone's somewhat raving about it. So I was like, okay, let's try that. The directive that evolution seemingly gives to natural organisms is don't die. And as long as you do that, you're doing something good. And so I was like, all right, what is the directive for me to make my product go from not existing on the internet to existing on the internet and getting customers? And so I was like, okay, well, the app is currently on my machine. It's on localhost, but I need it to be deployed to an actual environment, and I need people to be able to hit the download button and be able to sign up and start using the app. So I was like, okay, that is the validation criteria. That's a survival. That's the end result. Now, in theory, I should be able to give that end result to an LLM model. And if I give it the right environment, if I give it the right tools, then it should be able to automate that result from start to finish. So that's what I did. I gave Codex 5.4. It had access to the AWS command line. It had access to the GitHub API that it could read the pipelines and see how.
That's basically what Cloud CLI now is. So with Cloud CLI, you can literally give access to the models to your Laravel cloud account to create a database, to create like a server. So in theory, the agent have access to pretty much everything, every single bit of your cloud code of your cloud Laravel organization.
How things are doing, it could commit the code.
Graphics is saying the following. What do you say about us college students learning the old way and AI is taking over? I'm interested in web development, learning PHP right now the old way, just need a quick advice. So my advice, like honestly, learning how to program is still essential. Like you actually need to learn how these things work, knowing what is an if condition, what is a while statement. Like this is literally programming basics that will make your brain just much smarter, basically. It's like learning math or learning those basics that will make your brain just better prepared for the world or better prepared for problem solving. I don't think that will have any impact regardless of AI is there or not. Okay, that will be my advice. So that's still important. Maybe like in the very last years of your studying, let's call it that way, you probably need to make sure that you are actually using AI and AI, in the way that the job market uses AI. Okay. John Sugar is saying, DBL is saying the following: if you don't care and set up locally behind firewalls, etc., is good, but just look at the skills or stories. Yeah, literally, I saw a story today where OpenClaw was being so basically, just TLDR, I think OpenClaw was being used to to read GitHub issues, and then one issue title have some sort of instruction which got parsed by AI, and AI took that instruction and executed some sort of installation of a package, which was a malware, and affected 4,000 machines. That's what I've read between the lines. You're welcome, Graphics.
Said, just do it all. I'm not going to look at the code. And so I started on that prompt, and it worked. You go on shape.work right now, you can hit the download button. Everything works, it's there. But there's a problem, and it's that I have no idea who I am anymore in this process.
Yeah, that's what I told you, on the sense that, like a lot of our identity is literally on the craft, on the things we do during the day, like I wake up and if anyone asks me who is Nuno, my answer will be, well, Nuno is someone who loves software engineering, he loves PHP, and he loves Laravel. If suddenly PHP and Laravel stops existing, like who is Nuno tomorrow, you know? Like it's because of that. A lot of people are literally getting depressed because of this. So I don't know if you guys feel this. If yes, just let me know. But definitely is affecting a few people.
Software is like, especially in the ground phases, in the early day zero phases, it's supposed to be a really intimate thing between you as the provider and the users that you are trying to sell your product to. You're offering your users something more than just, commodity software that they can get from Microsoft or Google or something.
What is that link, Diabel? Let me see. What is Safari? Oh, here we go. Oh my God. Peter Steenenberg, so this is the creator of OpenClaw, is saying, confession, I sheep code and I never read it. Jesus Christ. That's insane, though. Okay, his workflow. I know you came here to learn how I build faster. I'm just writing a market pitch for OpenAI. I hope Anthropic is cooking Opus 5 and tides turn again. Competition is good. At the same time, I love Opus and general purpose model, blah, 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 blah. So I usually work on multiple projects on the same time, depending on the complexity. It can be between 3 and 8. Jesus Christ. So he works on 3 to 8 projects at the same time. That's insane. Extensively make use of the queuing feature of Codex. I don't even know what this is. Maybe we are going to find out today. Because today we are going to try Codex, okay? I simply commit to main. He commits directly to main. How fun that is. Oh my God. Yeah, I will read this afterwards, okay, Diabel? Looks awesome. Thank you for the link, though. Appreciate it. Yep. Multiple Macs? Wait, what? Okay, we are going to definitely read this after. Looks cool. It looks cool!
Offering something like artisanal, handcrafted, really close support, a really tight feedback loop. And yet, what I created here is something that I have no emotional attachment to. I'm unable to...
That's a real problem as well. Like, I feel like a lot of the people actually finish their products or their craft because they felt emotionally attached to the way it was crafted. It was kind of fun. Like the fun part of building software for some people was actually crafting the code and the problem solving. And in the back of some people's head is that it wasn't actually me building that thing. And if with a few prompts, I could build it, 100% sure other people can build it too. I've been thinking a little bit about this, and like, if AI can make you a 10 times better developer or a faster developer, why don't we see 10 times more products out there? Like, we don't actually see 10 times more products out there these days, or 10 times more open source libraries. I think it's the opposite, actually. What do you guys think? Like, do you guys feel? Let's just talk about this. Do you guys feel that today we have 10 times more products than before, or 10 times more open source libraries? If yes, type yes. If no, type no. I don't believe it. I don't think I don't believe we see more stuff right now. That is just what I think. Emily Dev is saying the following: what I like about programming is understanding how things work and designing the architecture so everything fits together. The code feels like my work. Exactly. No, I honestly believe you. I think that's it. Marketing, that's why. Well, marketing is a thing right now, but it was a thing before as well. I think marketing, actually, AI didn't actually, change anything here. 10 times more AI slops. I don't know, man. I don't actually feel that is more products out there. Setuping the business side is still a pain point. 100% sure. 100% sure. Software is just a start. Absolutely, man. I feel the same. Honestly, software is the most easy part, if I'm honest. Everything else is just a fucking a fucking pain point. Adrian is saying, do you enjoy eating good food? Adrian is also saying, you could eat shit, but I can make your brain think it's good. Would you eat shit or good food? What do you... What the fuck is your problem, dude? Oh my god. Sam is saying the following: right now, for me, things have shifted from problem solving to building guardrails, workflows, plugins, better processes to make cloud code more effective for me. I think like that's the most important thing that software engineers should be worrying about. Is like, okay, we have this very sharp knife right now, which is AI, which can make me 10 times better. How can I make sure the produced code by AI will have the same quality as before, you know? And for that, absolutely, get guardrails, workflows, plugins, you know, and talking in concrete examples on Laravel apps would be type coverage, you know, all those small toolings I've been talking with you about, like 100%, you know, code coverage, type coverage, PHP stand level max, like all this shit I have been pitching for years. With AI now, is more important than ever, okay? WPHP stand, everyone, okay? WPHP stand, WPAST, absolutely, chat. Absolutely.
Sell it.
By the way, chat, if you just arrived, we are going to check Codex and T3 chat in a second, okay?
I'm unable to like offer it to my users because
Yeah. By the way, we have 100 people watching the stream right now, so go all the way down and click like on this video, okay? Haven't asked yet, so just go all the way down, and there is a like button like this, you know? You just click on it. That's it. Just fucking takes a second, and it helps me a bunch.
I have no feelings towards it because I didn't do anything to I didn't earn it. I didn't suffer for it. I've like created this like hot dog.
This is true, by the way. You know, this is 100% sure true.
That it's presumably food, but no one really knows what's inside. It's just encased in...
By the way, chat, I'm going to grab water real quick. Give me a second. John Sugar is saying, if AI produces slop, it's because you didn't check it. 100%. That's why tooling is so much more important these days. 100%, dude. 100%. Falwell is saying the following: any update regarding the new React starter kit, and we'll be using Inertia 3. Yeah, we need to migrate, I guess. So that's happening soon.
Some kind of synthetic wrapper, and it's like, here's food, and you take the hot dog and you put it in the sandwich. It fits in the sandwich. You put the ketchup or not, and you take a bite. You're like, this tastes good. This tastes like food. It's calories, and so the transaction has been completed. You pay money, you get some calories. But I can't do that. I can only work on something that I'm passionate about. And the second I lose interest in something, you can't pay me $1 billion.
Oh, this is so true, dude. Like, honestly, I don't know if your mentality is like this, but for me, at this stage in my life, if something does not interest me, it doesn't matter how much you pay me, I just don't do it. My brain is not hired up to work on something I'm not interested about, you know? If I didn't enjoy being with you guys right now on stream, I would 100% not do this stream right now, okay? And same goes with actual work at Laravel. If I get assigned to a project that is boring, you know, it will fucking take 6 months to get it done because I'm just slow. I cannot focus, you know? It's my mind just fucking goes everywhere, you know? So that 100%, okay? I feel the same hurdles as this dude, 100%.
To do it. Like, I can't work on something I'm not passionate about. And now I've seemingly created a hot dog business and my job is to sell it. Well, I don't want to do that. Typically, as craftspeople, as developers, as engineers, as artists, the art changes us while we work on it because we struggle and we suffer for it. We work for it. We go to sleep
100%.
uncertain about how we're going to solve this problem, and we wake up with a solution, and we're excited by that and enlivened by that.
Yeah, I also feel the same, John Sugar. This video is literally not about AI. It's about the guy's brain and how he thinks about things, 100%.
And all that is gone now. There's no more suffering or struggling for things and being changed by things and having your brain expand and grow. You no longer become a better person by doing projects. That was the number one way everybody like me figured out how to launch a business or how to become a developer if you were self-taught. You did it by just doing things, and now we're all making hot dogs. I don't know how to feel any kind of emotional bond to the output of my work anymore. I have a sense that a lot of us may be in this sort of like liminal waiting space where no one has any idea what's happening anymore. You have like World War III starting between countries and other countries, World War III between governments and AI labs.
I would say, though, that, well, I wouldn't go that far about talking about World War III, but 100% on the AI world, nobody knows, like, what's happening, you know? Like, nobody knows how this will long-term affect companies and software engineers. Nobody knows how this will be in 5 years from now. Like, nobody knows. That's true. Although, what do you know is that expanding your set of skills is important. Know how to work with AI is important. So that's what you guys can work on. You know, you guys can. All right. So here is my advice to the Lunar Nation. Okay, and I am no one to give you an advice, but I'm going to give you what I do think is a good advice. Okay, what you can start doing tomorrow. Okay, boys, look at me right now. This is important. Okay, this is important. Get ready for the clip. Number one thing you can do starting tomorrow is getting your ass on the gym, okay? This is something you guys can do right now, which will be beneficial for you in 5 years from now. 100% sure. There is no way getting your ass on the gym right now will not be good for you in the future. Will be 100% sure good, you know? Healthy-wise, everything-wise. So get your ass on the gym tomorrow. Second thing, expand your set of skills will be always important regardless of what skills are you going to learn, okay? I'm literally expanding a little bit my set of skills by trying to be this entertaining programming guy, right? So I'm doing YouTube content through videos. You know, I was an MC at Laracon EU, so I'm kind of learning a little bit other things on the field a little bit, okay? So, you know, if something goes sideways, I at least have this side hustle, which can potentially become something better in the future. You know, at Laravel, I always try to make sure that I work with different stuff that always leads me to learn something new. Regardless if that's AI or something else. So you guys can always try to do something a little bit more different. And, you know, and also learning the fundamentals. Exactly. Dodo TY for absolutely learning the fundamentals. It will always be a good thing, no matter what fundamentals those are in the programming world, okay? Learning how to use Docker, learning how to use the AWS dashboard, like all those concepts, they will be things that will be worth for you in the future. So expand your set of skills, keep hard working, and you will be just better prepared for the future with AI, okay? Sam is saying the following: I have struggled with stuff for 20 years, and now I have the tool to work with any tech stack. It feels like golden time for people to know how to wire things together. Also, like, just to be clear, just having a positive mentality towards this new stuff, it's also important, you know? Like, obviously you can be at home and be depressed and just thinking about this stuff all the time and just be negative in general. That will only like get you together with negative people overall, you know? So if you could just start thinking, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna just embrace all this stuff and I'm gonna do like whatever I can to make it work. And you will get connected with people more positive. You know, you go to meetups, you go to conferences, and just things just start, you know, getting better over time, okay? Juanito is saying going to the gym is not the same as exercising. That's true. You can do other stuff. The most important is that you get your steps together. You know, you just move your body, dude. It's so important, man. Probably the best decision of my life, if I'm honest, you know?
You have the looming threat of AI putting us all out of work.
Just go outside and do sports. You save the gym money. Well, a gym subscription is not expensive. I don't know about in your country, but in my country, it's not expensive. It's just actually super cheap.
Out what use we have anymore. In the meantime, we're distracting ourselves with like McDonald's new sandwich and the Shape Store. I think everyone is in mass psychosis and we don't even realize it. And I don't even know what could be done anymore. We're holding our breath for these two AI labs to figure out what is the caliber of these models. Are our jobs safe or not? And it's why you have two very heated camps trying to adapt to the.
Yeah, what he's saying is, well, also something you can do regarding this positive attitude is that if you, I mean, we cannot predict the future. It's not like you can control it anyways, so why to think about that? Adrian did some exercises today. Here we go, dude. That's a start. There we go. Now we're talking, dude.
New world, one camp says, you're going to get left behind. Here's how you adapt. You got to use the tools. The other camp says, no, these LLMs are idiotic statistical machines. Like, you'll get left behind if you use them. And honestly,
well, I don't believe on that one, okay? I think, just like in the past, we saw, C being a language, and suddenly you saw, Java and PHP and various languages which were high level on top of those low level ones. Nobody's actually using C anymore for web development, for example, or people just use these high level languages. Or when we changed from editors very simple editors to editors with like PHP Storm or VS Code, it was an improvement overall on things. So it's always worth to be on the edge of technology, because that technology will just end up becoming mainstream at some point.
That's the camp that I'm feeling like I'm in. I've used these tools and
Dreamweaver, dude. Oh my god, it's been a while since the last time I've heard that name, man. Dreamweaver, Jesus fuck. I've heard here Notepad. No, Dreamweaver, Jesus. I've used Dreamweaver, dude. Oh my god. Well, Vim is different because you can actually have a full IDE experience on Vim if you customize it enough. But not with Notepad++ exactly. Notepad++, there is so much you can do on it. At some point, it's just, you just have to use a real IDE,
How I've one-shotted my brain. My brain is completely useless now. It has no use for coding. The only way for me to get it back, I can get it back, but I would have to just delete Codex. Uninstall it, cancel my subscription. I'm not going to do that realistically because there will be some tasks that I know AI will be good for.
Boomer detected 100%.
But here's the problem. You can say okay, just do the really hard stuff yourself. And when it comes to a laborious, mundane task, just have the AI do it. And that's what I tried. But what happens is you're working on something really hard, and so you spend a day doing it, you're coding, and by the end of it, you're like, man, that was hard. It was rewarding, but it was hard. And then you're like, okay, let's have the AI now wire everything up. So you say, AI, wire everything up for me. And it does it in 10 minutes, and it one-shots it, and you're like, oh, wow, that was really easy. Why don't I do this more often? It's a real drug, man. I think it is. It's the best way to describe it is it's a drug. And you can't wean off.
Just FYI, my very first editor was Notepad++, but after that was Sublime Text. And I still use Sublime Text today.
Once you do it, you just want to do it all the time. And the only way to regain your sense of humanity is to get rid of the drug altogether. There's no middle ground of Mondays and Tuesdays I'll do crack, Wednesdays a little bit of heroin, but Friday through Sunday I'm going to be clean, I promise. No, it's not going to happen. You got to go cold turkey. And for me right now, I'm unwilling to do that because it's just gotten so bad. The dependence has gotten so bad. My livelihood is at stake here. It used to be if you were an engineer.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I have craft. Taylor asked this, but I want to hear your opinion. How much? All right, let's just put it this way. How much do you actually type yourself right now? Okay, so if you had to put a percentage, from your entire pull requests, if you had to put a percentage of handcrafted code, how much that would be? Okay, so for me, for example, what I do is just rearrange code. Yeah, 5%. I would be with Pick and Flow. Yeah, Pick and Flow. I'm with you on that one. 5% is handcrafted code because I always end up tweaking the characters because, spacing and potentially, a few little things. So we have here a bunch of people saying 0 too, which is very interesting. Afferent to 10%. Interesting. 90% DFL. You fucking crazy. Why would you do that right now? Wait. No. Typing my prompts is not handcrafting code, okay? I'm talking about actually, does the commit message count? No. I'm talking about like typing public function and then typing the parentheses and the fucking variable as the first argument. Agent 100% codes. Dude, why would you do that? Come on, man. Who write these commit messages by themselves? I do. I do write all my commit messages. I don't use AI for the commit messages. Wait, do you guys use AI for the commit messages? Now I'm missing out. I'm missing something here. Oh, you use whip. Oh, okay. Got you. Yeah, what I've asked is like, what is the percentage of handcrafted code? That was my question. Okay. No, I don't use AI for committed messages. Peak and Flow is saying that all his commit are 100% AI. So what? How do you do that? Do you actually say commit the stuff now, or how does it happen? Interesting. So for everyone here who is using AI for committed messages, how do you use that? Like, how exactly that happens? Oh, you have a skill. Interesting. Oh, JetBrains has a button to generate the message. I didn't even know that with PHP Storm I would have like a fucking Git history thing. So what do I use for my commit stuff? Let's say, for example, I go here and I do this. Okay. So this will appear here. What I do is I just fill this thing. I just come here and say feat, do this and does that, you know? So I don't have any actual... this is the UI I use. That's it. Okay, so apparently a lot of you are using the JetBrains AI Assistant button or Cursor, which equally has a button for that. Yeah, I'm not using any of those at the minute. There is a GitHub button in the bottom. What does it do? Wait, what? Well, do I want to try this? Fuck it. Oh, wait, it's generating commit details. It might do exactly what you guys are saying. Okay, it's thinking. It may actually... it may actually just... Oh my god, that's such a way... It just literally did it. Oh my god, let me see this. This is actually badass. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to just do this. Okay, so I changed the main page to welcome. It just generates the commit details. That's nuts. Okay, that's new. I'm literally finding out this stuff. This is insane. Oh my god. Well, thank you, chat. That was a good one. By the way, chat, if you just arrived, my name is Nuno Maduro, PHP and Laravel developer. Also, if you are enjoying today's live stream, don't forget, go all the way down, click on the like button, insanely important, okay? Just all the way down, there is a fucking like button, you click on it. Also, I've published a new video about Inertia v3. If you haven't checked all of the features of Inertia v3, here we go. Check that out, all right? Check that out, okay? Inertia v3 for the win. Well, cool stuff. Very cool stuff to actually being able to learn with you all, okay? Now I have a button which I simply can click on it and that's it. That was new to me. It doesn't follow semantic commits though. You guys know, like the semantic versioning thing, semantic commits or whatever it's called. Conventional commits. It doesn't follow this though, which could be interesting to do. Yeah, conventional commits, exactly. Which could be potentially a little bit better. Well, okay, Max Vane is saying that JetBrains does follow conventional commits. Okay. You can set conventional commits. Where do I do that? How the fuck do you guys know that? Do you guys also use this tool? Because yeah, this is like a click thing. I can just click on it, you know? Okay. Well, Shed, I think I'm done with this video. We are going to move forward with some real shit here. Yeah, overall, I want to say that the following: a lot of people are depressed, obviously, because a lot of this cloud code is changing their environment at work, and all I can say is that we cannot control the future. And my advice to you guys is just become better prepared for the future, starting with going to the gym or exercising, of course, being healthy at home. Also, super important, just grow your set of skills, learn other stuff. Either that be soft skills or art skills. Even soft skills are important, like know how to communicate, learn how to be a better person. It's actually insanely important. You wanna be one person that people want to work with you. So all that stuff is stuff you can improve on. Meanwhile, all right, it's time to move to T3 chat. Okay, so thanks, by the way, to who made this video? I don't even know. Okay, I'm gonna give you the link. Okay, chat. I'm going to give you the link. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. That's the link for the video if you guys want to finish out, okay? Moving forward, it's time to actually explore T3 code, okay? So obviously, a lot of the industry is shaping a little bit different. Let me actually record this. I may want to do a video afterwards. Here we go. Here we go. Some water. All right, so a lot of the IDE industry is moving and shifting, okay? In the past, every time you would go to an editor, you would just type all of your code. It doesn't work like that anymore. Most of the IDE experience now is about prompting and reviewing. That's it. And that's why we are seeing a lot on the market, kind of new apps being out there. And one of them just got out yesterday. It's called T3 Code. And apparently it's the best way of coding with AI. I'm going to give you the link, chat, so you guys can also see it. Here we go. Bam, 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 boom. Here we go. T3 codes or .codes. And it's a macOS application. I don't know if it's a Linux or a Windows app. I think this is literally just a macOS app. And gives you a UI that looks like this. Okay. So you have multiple projects. You have multiple tasks on each one of those projects, which I'm sure if this uses Git trees or not. So obviously, like, if you are working in the same project and you have multiple tasks, you want to kind of use Git trees or something equivalent. So you can run the test suite in one of the tasks, and that doesn't have the other tasks being, impacted. Let's call it that way. Tafsi is saying the following: I am developing an app and I need to keep the audit log access log. I want to use the action pattern. I was wondering if I should put all the audit stuff. So what I do every single time I'm using the action pattern is that at the very end of the action pattern, you can literally just store, what happened on that action. That's what I'm doing on Laravel Cloud, for example. Okay. Diablo is saying it's like air.dev from JetBrains. Yeah, I mean, with AI out there, we are going to see a lot of apps like this because it's just literally you can craft it on one afternoon. So yeah, it's very likely to be similar to this. Oh my God, this looks good though. We need to try this out too. So this is equally macOS apparently. Yeah, this is fucking kind of the same shit. So. But yeah, there is obviously the tool by Marcel Posiot. And I think with AI being able to generate apps so fast, we are going to see a lot of these tools, A lot, chat. Okay. So yeah, I downloaded, so I have it here. We can try it out real quick. Let me just revert these changes. Let me actually go to PHP Stormy, making sure we have a passing test suite. So what I will do real quick is I'm going to do Git Composer update because it's been a while since I haven't been on this project. So let's actually do that. So here I'm working on my own starter kit. Okay, this is like using React. This is using Inertia. Obviously, I need to migrate to Inertia v3, which potentially we could do it soon. Okay. But potentially we need to work on that. Okay, let's just type composer test to see if we have a passing test suite. And we do without a coverage driver, which potentially I can just fix it by changing to PHP 8.4. Let's run composer test once again. I need to type composer update. When Malfit is out, once I find the time, man. Time is a very important thing that for me, man. At the minute, like, it's just tough. Time is so fucked up at the minute for me, man. But Malfit kit is literally ready. Okay. All right. The test suite is passing, but we don't have. I don't have Xdebug configured, so I'm gonna just ignore that at the minute. I thought that I had that, but I don't have it apparently, so I'm gonna just ignore that for now. So this is looking good. However, I don't want the log files to be committed. So actually, let's just remove them real quick. So I want to remove this, and I want to remove the npm.lock. Was it generated though? Oh, it's not. It was the bund lock now, I think. Well, let me just do this and just commit this stuff. I'm going to just stay short, bump dependencies, okay? So we're good to go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's actually start exporting a little bit to T3 app. So let's move here to the app. What I will do here is add actually that starter kit. So I have the Laravel starter kit inertia React. By the way, let me just explain to you a little bit how this works. So I have downloaded the binary. I have installed the binary on my macOS applications folder. This is the UI that you get immediately. Okay, so it says the following. You need to add a project to this. So let's actually do that. I'm going to click on browser folder thing. I'm going to add an app to it. So add the app. And suddenly you have some sort of ChatGPT kind of UI that you can start working on this project, okay? So I can just start immediately, ask for changes. So I'm going to just say something really stupid and simple. Can you get familiar with the app structure and just recap it for me, okay? I'm going to just ask for something really simple. Now, all the way in the bottom, we see already that we can select the model, and we have ChatGPT 5.4, but we also have GPT 5.3 Codex. So I have a question for you guys. Does he actually make changes? Like, is that different actually using the Codex model and the non-Codex model? Are this different? Is this better than the previous one? So here we have GPT 5.4 and we have GPT 5.3 Codex. Which one is best? Can you guys let me know? Yeah, that's only macOS, by the way. John Sugar is saying, make sure you run boost install and choose Codex. That's actually a very good point. I haven't done that. Let's actually fix that. So PHP Artisan boost install. Do you install Hurt? No. Oh, shit. What's happening here? Undefined method. Pages directory. Oh? The fuck? Do we have a bug on boost? Oh, one is for thinking, the other is for coding. So I should use, I'm using the old boost. Oh, really? Oh? Oh yeah. Oh my God. This needs to be fixed 100%. Thank you. Thank you, Valtix. Appreciate it. Ask AI for fix it. Well, this was faster than asking AI for fix it. Oh my God, I was really outdated on boost. Thank you. All right, let's go again. Let me just go here, type PHP Artisan boost install. Oh, yeah, that's much different. So I want AI guidelines, agent skills, boost server configuration. Let's just accept all of this. Do we want a Laravel Fortify? I'm going to say yes, I guess. Do you want to install Herd, MCP? I'm going to say no. So here I say Codex, yes. Okay, so we don't need cursor, Cloud Code, and Codex for now. Okay, let's just use this too for now. That's enough. Okay, John Sugar is saying that Codex is for agentic coding. It's optimized for it. Just add open code for later. That's actually a good point. The Throner is saying the following: GPT 5.4 combines agentic coding capacities of the previous Codex models with the conversational and word knowledge of non-Codex models. GPT 5.4 is the best in class right now. Okay, I'm confused, Chad. Should you use 5.4 or 5.3? All right, let's do a votation, okay? Just the ones you think you should type, use 5.3, just type 5.3. The ones that you think we should use 5.4, just say 5.4. Okay, here I'm going to say enter. So then we have some boost situation for Codex. Here we go. I'm going to just add them all. Okay, so a lot of people saying 5.4. So I'm going to use 5.4, okay? All right, 5.4, I'm going to select the reasoning, which may be extra high, medium, or low. I'm going to go to default, which is high. So a lot of these CLI tools are now literally allowing you to specify how much reasoning do you want. I'm going to just say, I'm going to go with the default. Fast mode, I'm going to go with off. I don't really care. What is this? Oh, I can chat or plan. I'm going to go with chat. And I'm going to give it full access, okay? By default, it's full access. I may just, ask for every single command, which I think is annoying, so I'm going to go with this. So I'm going to just say this. Can you get familiar with the app structure? Just recap it for me. Something really simple. Okay, we have literally an issue. Runtime error, it's just literally not working. Oh, it's working again. What the fuck? You guys saw that for a split second? There was definitely something going wrong there, but apparently it's good. Okay, I'm mapping the project structure so it can reflect the actual conventions here, not a generic level assumptions. I will inspect the back end, the front end, blah, 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 blah. So it's kind of grabbing a bunch of the things we have at the minute, so then it will do a nice recap from me, okay? Bida-boo, bida-boo, bida-boom. 6-7, 100% sure. 6-7 for the win. 6-7, 6-7. Okay, it's Laravel 12 app with Inertia, React, Fortify, Auth, Wayfinder, 100%. Yep, that's right. Fairly strict action-based backend split, 100%. Yep. Okay, it's literally just walking through the entire app and kind of displaying. This is literally just this is just night mode or... Oh. Holy shit. What do you guys feel about this light mode? I feel the dark mode is too dark and the light mode is too light. Oh my God, I can barely see anything. I'm going to revert this change. 100%. Jesus Christ. A flashbang. 100%. It was like a flashbang in Counter-Strike. 100%. My eyes, I know. Cannot see shit. 100%. Oh my God. What options we have here? So we have the system options, okay. Themes and shit like that. Models, codex, blah, blah, blah. Okay, some key bindings, safety. I can delete the threads. Cool stuff. Oh, the recap is done. All right, so apparently just, Cloud Code will also do this for me. I think I'm going to ask for something concrete, okay? So I'm going to just say something like, I'm thinking about building a to-do application that will allow users to have their own to-do applications on the back end. What else? On the dashboard, I'm going to say. On the dashboard. I'm going to make it complicated. So they may actually have more than one to-do list. Okay, so they create more than one. So this is already very complicated. Let's see how Codex will behave. And something I'm expecting is that it will just run the test suite as part of this. You have seen that I'm using past, pint, rector, latastan, and kind of the whole thing. So hopefully we'll just understand all of that. At least Cloud Code would. So, oh my God, here we go again. Ask what skill he has. So I'm still not familiar with the skills thing, but I'm going to ask, what skills do you have access to? Let's see what he says. Oh, you guys cannot see shit. 1 second. Can I move this? I cannot. Fuck, that's a problem. Well, I just asked what skills do you have access to. That's it. Evanox is saying the following. What is your latest plan to live stream about building some map with PHP and Laravel in a limited time? So, dude, let's actually talk about that, why this is work in progress. Let me actually talk to you about that. That's actually a very good point. So here's the good news, chat. I literally yesterday tweeted something that says the following. So I tweeted something, where is it? Okay, here we go. I was trying to reach out slowly and privately, but it's taking a little bit too long, so I will just ask publicly. I'm looking for a company willing to sponsor something like building a X app using PHP and Laravel and blah, blah, blah in 48 hours. So the goal here is actually doing something a little bit like this. I'm going to go to a space. More than actually building the app will be the fun of it, going to a space with a bunch of buddies, having a very acoustic wise, visually wise, have a very nice place with barbecue, with some beach in the background, having a really nice place with some drinks and everything, where I can just build an app in 48 hours or in 5 days or whatever. And the goal is literally just do something, you know. I think this will be fantastic content-wise. So in the TLDR of this story is that after tweeting this, a lot of companies reached me out directly, and you know, some of them were just saying, I can give you the location, you know, I can fly you in and everything. Just let me know what you think and blah, blah, blah. Other companies wanted to go a little bit more further than this. Anyways, I got a bunch of invites, so I'm happy about this. That's a TLDR. And honestly, like, if any of you feel that it would be like a nice company to be with me doing this, just let me know and maybe we can make it work. But the goal is like literally having like, you know, 2 to 3 people literally constantly streaming on my YouTube channel and, you know, and just make it super fun. I think we can make it happen, honestly. And it doesn't have to be fantastic. Like something I have learned like on creating content is that you just don't know what works and what doesn't. You don't know what you like, what you don't. So let's just make let's make 2, and potentially in the future we do more. But that's the end of the story. Okay, what do you guys think? You guys think it's a good idea? If you think yes, type yes. If you don't think, type no. Okay, I think overall is a great idea. By the way, we just got a bunch of skills. What is this? Let me see. Okay, apparently we have a few skills here. One of them are developing with Fortify, which is the guidance to develop Fortify based auth. We have past testing. That's interesting. I didn't know that past has a skill. What else we have? Something to build slides. We have another one, which is skill installer, which allows to install like literally other skills, which is interesting. Wow. And we have Wayfinder development. A bunch of other skills are available, apparently. You didn't know about this shit, which is good. Mel Locke was saying the following: Hi Nunu, you rocked it a lot of con. Thank you. Pick and Flow is saying awesome idea. Thank you. I think it'll be fun. And my brother, I have by the way. Okay, I need to share with you guys. I have a very exciting news. Okay, so you guys ready? So as you guys know, my brother joined, you know, kind of was doing some stuff for my YouTube channel. So he was editing some videos. He was, you know, working with me in some ideas, brainstorming and everything. But he's actually joining full time to my YouTube channel, which is great news. So I hope you guys are happy about that. I'm super happy and super excited because we are going to have someone who can just reuse a lot of the content I produce during live streams and just do very polished videos that you guys can watch on the next day, you know? So I want to kind of have content on my channel like consistently, and ideally like every single day you would see like 8 minutes video or a 10 minutes video with very good content. So, you know, I just had to literally have my brother full time on this. Otherwise, he just doesn't have the time. So, W brother for joining me full time. I hope you guys are excited about this, as I am. I am super excited about this because I think like it will just bump my channel like a bunch. Because right now I just don't have more time than I have at the minute. You know, with a lot of our job full time and also like gym and shit. I cannot do more than this. That's it. My time is just limited, so I just have to have someone else joining me. So. Happy that you guys are happy, you know, it makes me happy too. My brother is a fantastic person. You guys are going to love him. And hopefully like for this new 40 hours application thing, you guys are going to see me already, okay? I'm going to try to schedule in the way that makes it work when he's already like full-time on this shit with me. So it'll be awesome. Yeah, it's awesome news, you know. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for me as well because having something with your family is just like, it just cannot be better than it is, right? Because I really trust him like a lot. So it just feels like I couldn't find any better person than him, honestly, because I can give him access to all my accounts on Twitter, on YouTube, on my Instagram, on TikTok and everything. And he will be able to just publish content for me. It will be so good, honestly. I'm so excited. I'm honestly super excited. Super excited. His name is Rui, by the way. I'm going to type it for you. Here we go. This is his first name. So my first name is Nuno. His first name is Rui. Okay? All right, let's go back to 3G chat. So we need to do the app thing. Do I have it still? I fucking don't. All right, so let's type here. Can you build a great application that manages to-do lists? So basically, the user needs to log in and have access to the dashboard. And on this dashboard, he may have multiple to-do lists. What else? Make it cool, like a real product. All right, chat, let's go with this. So we have like a prompt. Let's move forward with this. Bada-boo, 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 bada-boo. Volkav is saying the following: that's good to you too, because you can focus more on content. That's the entire goal, you know, because editing is so time consuming. I don't think you guys realize. Like when you guys see these videos right here, obviously videos bring a lot of traction. Honestly, that's the only thing that brings traction to the channel. You don't get like a lot of subscribers from doing live streams. I do it because it's fun. But these videos right here, this is what actually subscribers come from, you know? So editing is such a long process, just takes forever, and not something I actually enjoy doing a bunch. So, you know, it will be fun. Still full cam. Oh my God. Oh my God. Here we go. We're back to the game. What I was saying is that, so by the way, just for info, we're back on the app. I asked for building a great application that manages to-do lists. So basically, the users needs to be able to log in, have access to the dashboard and XYZ, blah, 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 make it cool like a real product, and it's actually working on it, okay? And I was just saying that, you know, the videos that you guys see here is just a lot of work, and editing-wise, it's just, you know. I love imagining code. Thank you. Oh, my God. Thanks for all your job in advance. You guys are too nice, man. You guys are too nice, man. Too nice. All right, let's see what we have. So it doesn't feel like, in hindsight, that much slower than before. I kind of think, though, that this is very verbose. I kind of wish all of this stuff was being hidden, you know? Like all these commands run, it should just collapse them, basically. I kind of don't need to see all of the seeds. By the way, I should have planned... yeah, I'm going to revert all of this, by the way. Yeah, I'm going to stop right now. I should have planned it. Fuck. Okay, I'm going to... How do I stop this? Can I even stop? Yeah, I can stop. Let's just stop everything, okay? I'm going to say something a little bit different. Where do I have the app? Oh my God. It just crafted it all? No fucking way. It did it? Oh no, it was just literally creating the tests and everything. Okay, I was scared now. Oh, it did. Fuck, yay. Okay, I'm going to just literally... How do I revert all of this now? Let's just revert all of this shit. Because I kind of want to elaborate the plan first. Let's just do this. Okay. I'm going to revert equally all of this. Okay. So we have the skills. We have this Codex XYZ thing. Agents.md. I'm going to revert this too. Because I forgot to change to plan mode. And of course, as I told you multiple times, the plan mode is the most important thing in the entire planet. Okay. So let's go again. Let's go back to the thing. Let's actually copy my prompt. Where is it? All the way top. Here we go. Let's go to another chat session. I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to create a new one. I'm going to say, get familiar with the app. And then we just say, can you build a great application, blah, 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 blah. So then I'm going to ask this on plan mode, which is right here. So I'm on plan mode. So in theory, you should just come back to me with a plan. Okay, chat? So I'm going to say, I'm going to start. Again, I'm going to use ChatGPT 5.4, which is what you guys told me to use, okay? It's on high thinking. It's on high reasoning. It's not on fast mode. It's on full access. And let's just do it. Okay, there's some runtime error here, which I don't know. It just appeared as well on the other session. The full access scares me. Well, it doesn't scares me a lot because, you know, this is like directory based. So I think we're chilling. Just use git restore. Well, I wanted to keep the skills and everything, you know, so. By the way, chat, if you're enjoying today's live stream, don't forget, go all the way down, click like on this video. Insanely important, chat. Very, 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 very important. All right, so it's literally just seeding everything again, getting familiar with the app. Do you guys know if it's possible? Like, I've been thinking about this. Something I always do before actually building something is like letting AI know what are the existing coding conventions regarding testing, regarding actions. Do you guys know if it's possible to snapshot an existing section? Because I always want to start from a given snapshot. Maybe I should just put all of that like on existing coding rules or guidelines. That's actually a very good point. I'm just dumb, basically. DBL is saying the following: I'm scared about cloud workspace and this shit. Why would I give more permissions to sensitive stuff? Yeah, that's a good point. But I think the full access here we are doing is literally just, like directory based. So we should be chilling. Conventions are clear. UID, users actions based. Oh, here we have some questions. Which product scope should we plan for build first? Polished. Polished. Polished MVP, 100%. Let's say polished. Can I type one? Yes. Should to-do lists be personal only or shared between users? Personal only. For dashboard access, should I keep the current verified email gate or relax it? I actually want... I don't want the user to be verified on his email because it's just dump at the minute. So let's just action 2. Okay, submit answers. So we are still in plan mode, I think. So that should come up back with like a list of files that is planning on changing. No, can you take a Portalite picture? What do you mean? Why would you want that? Malok is saying the following: create a structured MD for that and a quality MD to run the coverage after each call. Yeah, well, I do think that I have the quality MD at the moment. Like I literally run the test suite and everything at the end. But the structured MD is definitely missing, 100%. Okay, Bruno is saying the following: VS Code has a new fork button to copy the context. Well, that's a good point. What should the main dashboard optimized for? Workspace view recommended. Overview on metrics on top. List of grids. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, 100% workspace. Yes. Do it. So it's still not doing any change. I'm actually wondering, like, how do I... Oh, what is this? Can I see, like... Can I have a nice view of the changes? Oh. What the fuck is this shit? How do I see the code itself? Can I see the code on this app? That would be nice. Maybe not. If not, that's fucked up. Well, let's see. Pick and Flow is saying just say create a checkpoint and it will write a markdown file with the current state. Well, that's a good suggestion. Where are you from, Diabel? We vibing 100%. 100%. Well, apparently we are still like seeding. It's kind of crazy that seed is the most used command by AI tools in 2026. Like seed is used all the time. All the tool calls so far, they were using seed. There is no code now. Oh my God. Should we break up the news for him? Oh my God. Anyways, let's see if we see any changes on GitHub. Not yet. Okay, cool. Let's see. Let's move here. I'm going to actually move to a new branch real quick. So fit try T3 shed. Bring my changes. And let's actually move all this stuff here. I'm going to just type whip. Yes. Veltex official is saying the following: I build on weekend for my e-commerce store visual search. Basically, you can take a photo of your car key and find all your car key covers using Laravel AI SDK for that. That's so nice. Florpio is saying the following: if you click local below the input box, it will turn on work trees. Oh, really? Oh, I don't think I can change it now. It might be too late. This is taking a lot of time, though. Like what people were saying on Twitter that Codex is slower, it is indeed slower. Okay, with Cloud Code, it wouldn't take this much time to come up with a plan. So right now, I'm not sure if this is just broken or. For those of you who have experience with Codex, is that normal? That takes a little bit more than usual for planning. For those of you, oh, okay. Legal Dom is saying it's slower, but it's more concise. Okay, it's kind of worth it. I also give it like extra reasoning, like this is high reasoning. Okay, it's ready apparently. Okay, let's see. Okay, blah, 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 product shape. So I don't care about any of this. I want to see like the actual code it will be doing. Okay, here we go. Visual direction, matrix header, list rail, create edit dialog, rewrite the dashboard. Yep. Oh, here we go. So we are going to get, oh, way more top. This is exactly what I wanted, like the full plan, basically, okay? So data model, we are going to have a to-do lists, to have the various to-do lists, okay? They will be associated to a user, which will be cascade on delete. I don't like cascades on delete. You guys know this. Name will be a string, description, nullable text, color, okay? Icon, position, and sign integer. So I kind of wish I could see like, okay, well, we're going to find out anyways. So a model to-do list, to-do item, yep, UID, explicit casting, perfect. So it did rely on existing conventions. This is good, you know? It's basically relying on the user model to kind of have this tips on how we should build the other models, which is good. That's why my starter kits are very important, chat, because you just get like all these nice conventions in my models, you know, on future AI code. It's literally using UIDs, explicit casts, and relationships because I have existing models working that way, okay? And then had, you know, kind of getting the relations, factories. Okay, I'm going to let it just do whatever it's thinking about doing. So I'm going to just say, yes, move forward. And now I'm going to change to shat, I think, okay? I'm going to just say move forward, and I'm going to change from plan mode to shat, okay? So I'm going to say, I'm going to move forward. So now I expect the code to actually be crafted. That's what I'm thinking. By the way, chat, today I'm going to start like a full week or 2 or 3 on Laravel stuff, like for the framework. And I have come up with a huge plan of features I'm going to introduce to Laravel. Various things I'm going to do that will be basically new features on the framework, but also like on the ecosystem in general. I have a list of 15 items, actually. You guys are going to love it, okay? So there is new stuff coming from Laravel, okay? TFC is saying UUID or ULID. I'm using UUIDs, V7. Tobias is saying the following. That is indicated how much token is currently using. Maybe behind your camera. Behind my camera? What do you mean? I have no idea how much tokens this is using. It's actually a good question. It would be kind of cool to have access to that information, but apparently we don't. Okay, so it's relying on Artisan to write some of this, create some of this initial boilerplate. So obviously we have, you know, actions from requests and everything. So it's just creating all of that. Let's see how it behaves from now. Just by the way, I think like with Behind Code is tool, you can literally edit the code. I don't think this is offering that solution, but we're going to find out in a second, okay? Scaffolding is in place, now filling with real schema and behavior, policies, actions, and everything. Good stuff. Good stuff. WUID, 100%. Codex got slower today. Okay, maybe that then. You're saying the following no down methods in migrations also. Yeah, who does like down methods on migrations? Nobody does it. Codex do read the full project. I don't know if you read the full project. You definitely read a few files. I actually wanted that. I think reading a few files is important, you know? Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, so the only thing I did, the only thing I think it did so far is like creating a bunch of empty files, kind of starting all the boilerplate, and now we'll actually go to every single one of those files and making sure they are just perfect, okay? Good stuff. Okay, someone is saying click on the plus and minus on the top right to see the code. Oh, here we go. No net changes in this selection. Which selection are you talking about? Okay. It's not yet working, this plus thing. I'm going to wait a little bit. Maybe this takes a little bit to appear there. Yeah, I don't see any changes yet. Might take a little bit, you know? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Meanwhile, chat, if you're enjoying today's live stream, make sure you go all the way down and click on the like button. What's up, TikTokers? How you guys feeling today? Hopefully good. Thank you so much for the ones who subscribe my YouTube channel today. You guys are absolutely awesome, okay? Awesome people. This is definitely slower, too much slower for my taste. It might be good for people who are working on multiple projects at the same time, but like this is actually more slower. I'm not sure about the quality though. Like what you guys sell to me is that Codex is slower but better in terms of code generation. Honestly, I find very hard to believe that Codex can be better in code generation than Cloud Code, just because Cloud Code is already top notch for the things I do. Okay, Cloud Code Opus 4.6 is already, in my opinion, literally top notch on the code generation. So you guys let me know what you guys think. But I love Cloud Code. Okay. Meanwhile, I can actually show you something I'm working on while this fucking thing takes forever. Let me show you what I've done today. Let me know what you guys think. Let's go here to Laravel Pint. So this is what I have worked recently. It's something called it enables fully qualified strict types. So basically, I don't know if you guys have found this in your Laravel projects, but sometimes we have like non-qualified namespaces like this yes factory, but then we have as well like fully qualified namespaces like this. That was like triggering my OSD instantly because that's the first thing I notice when I'm reviewing pull code. So from once this pull request gets merged, which literally got the approval from Taylor today, here we go. What will end up happening here is that everything gets non-qualified, like relatively qualified, basically. So everything will get an import. I think this is fantastic. So it's coming for a pint real soon. The only downside of this is that once you guys type composer update, it will just impact every single project that you have worked on. That's the only problem. Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. You should see what I'm working on behind the scenes, man. It's fun stuff, honestly. You guys are going to love it. Diabel is saying the following. Oh, Nuno, I saw your picture from Laracon you producer room, and you outsource the stream management. What do you mean? Oh, outsource? Oh, that's that people were already there, by the way. Well, they were already there. Like, they were already hired. I was joining a team of people on the... I was joining a team of people already, okay? Stream behind the scenes projects. Yeah, then maybe there is some stuff I can actually talk about on stream. Like, you know. This is very slow shit. Do you guys actually wait all this time for the thing? Oh my god. Can you guys just confirm to me that it's just expected to have Codex taking this much time? Because if yes, this is too much for me. First of all, I don't actually work in various projects at the same time. Maybe like 2 tops, and this would instantly trigger me a little bit because it's just too much slow. Can you give us a hint? Yeah, I can give you some hints. So, all right, let's start with the boring stuff. So basically, I'm working on making sure that is agent output on every single tool you guys work on. So, PHP Artisan test, PHP unit passed, Pint, Artisan, for example, they actually have output, which previously was ASCII console output. So I want to make sure that it's some sort of tune or JSON minimal output for agents. So that's something I will be working on real soon as well. So we have Pint improvements. Potentially I will, I don't want to tease it, but because I'm not sure if I will actually be able to do it. But potentially we are going to have some blade styling on Pint. What else? I want to work in some framework features that are really exciting, like images optimizations. I want to work on sluggable traits. Every single project I've worked on have slugs, so potentially we're going to work on some sluggable trait for models, which will infer the slug from the names. There's a few other things I'm working on, basically. Seems T3 issue today. Yeah, it's really, really slow, like 7 minutes. How do I know if this is still working? Like, this is really slow, Okay, we are going to wait a few more. But, if this fucking thing takes 20 minutes, I'm going to not wait all this time. Sluggable Travis for the win. Well, trait, The goal is that... let me actually show you. So the goal of that sluggable trait is that you go here and you type use... sluggable, and you automatically get like a slug associated to this user, which is based on his name and will be unique for every single user, so you won't have 2 users with the same slug. That's kind of the goal, Just try the Codex desktop app. Yeah, I'm going to wait a little bit more. Let's not forget that I've asked to use the high reasoning, so it might actually just doing some real stuff. Similar to Spassy, maybe. I don't know what Spassy is doing there. I should double check. Got them auto-corrected. It's amazing how quickly it becomes the norm. Yeah, 100%. It's really slow though. Like, oh wait, it's actually doing some stuff. Yeah, it's actually doing some stuff. Like after the scaffolder, it start working on the to-do models and migrations, and after that, so something weird though. Oh, he uses like this little thing to actually place code there. That's interesting. So he works on schemas, models, and everything, which I apparently added here. It's on the UI right now. Okay. This is definitely a little bit still bugged here. Like, you guys see this checkpoint thing happening here? Yeah, this is a little bit it's also new, right? This is alpha version. It's not even beta, so okay. So it's getting stuff done. The backend should be ready though. Like we should be able to go to the user and see, yeah, exactly. Like this is literally already, kind of with some stuff done. We can already start working on migrations or validating the migration. So let's start with that. Okay, so what we have here. So let's see. So we have migrations with the down method. So this is interesting. For example, why the down method was crafted. Does the other migrations have the done method? Because if they don't, Cloud Code probably will do a better job here. Yeah, you see all the other migrations, they don't have a done method. Why these new ones have? This is stuff Cloud Code wouldn't have missed on this one. I can tell you that. Do you use AI tools for your life for automation or something else apart from coding? I use AI tools for, preparing a pitch, preparing a talk. I use for pretty much everything, literally. Even for like talking with a fucking chat that is awesome. Like I talk about my personal life as well. I use for various things, honestly. By the way, yeah, I feel like, for example, this down method would haven't been added if this were being done with Cloud Code. We should actually compare it. Like, we should just literally give the same prompt to both models and see how they behave. And we should probably do that on the next stream. But yeah, Cascade on delete being used, which I don't think is being used anywhere here. So that's a point as well. What else we have? It's using UIDs, which is good. So it kind of inferred that. String title with 160 characters. I actually never use this. I never specify the size of the string. I always go with the biggest almost. String priority 10, default medium. Okay, I don't use defaults, but all right. Nullable dates is completed. That's why the project that you guys and I were working on will be so important to finish this. You guys remember that project we started working on called Smoil? Small will be so important on AI because it will literally tell AI that so a few things here could have better names basically. Juan Niginito is saying I was fired from my job recently. I am sorry about reading that, man. I'm sorry. I'm using AI on my resume. Well, that's a good idea. Yeah. Also like if I'm honest with you, you should use AI in your resume, but also at the same time try to make it unique. You want to kind of shy. You want to kind of shy a little bit among everyone else. So if you make it like, if you're using AI, your resume will actually probably be very similar to the other resumes. So maybe do something a little bit different, out of the box. How do you typically handle manual cascades in a project? I just delete them. Exactly. I delete the relations before deleting the model itself. Great advice. Thank you. Which of the recent open projects? What do you mean? Okay, what else we have? Let's go here to GitHub to see what we have. So we have migrations, which look okay. Down method should not have been generated, but I think that's a problem from the model, not even related to T3 chat. What else we have? We have the relations being in place, which is good. We have the models themselves using... Now, something I am noticing here is that... Oh, maybe Pint will run at the end, which probably will be a thing. Yeah, well, Pint will fix some of the generated code because this code is not styled. You guys see this code right here? This is not styled yet. So maybe like this will be fixed at the very end. Also, like for feels weird to see color options. This should be using enums. Like what the fuck? All right, shit. I'm done with Codex. I'm not using Codex ever. Like, I'm 100% sure Cloud Code will be using enums here. We should literally run, like, do the same thing with Cloud Code to see how different it is, man. Because this is using fucking constants with color options, and this should have been done, this should have been using enums. Like, why are we doing this as const array, literally? It's even missing the fucking type here. Codex doesn't feel good, chat. I don't know, man. As someone who is literally using Cloud Code 4.6 Opus, I'm 100. Well, this kind of shit wouldn't happen with Cloud Code. I can tell you that. You know, that would be interesting comparing both models. We should definitely do that. Yep. I'm literally doing that. Yes. Yep. Let's actually do that. Fuck it. What do you guys think? Should we do it? Let's wait a little bit. Let's wait a little bit and then do it, okay? I want to see the final result. Well, fuck it. I don't want to see the final result. Okay, I'm going to just literally copy the project, do a git reset hard, and just, you know, let me see. Let me think. How can I do this? Can I copy like the... Yeah, I can. Let's just copy Laravel, start a git react. Okay, and let's copy this to, let's call this Claude, okay? Oops. Okay, here we go. And then I'm going to just copy the prompt and just use Claude Code real quick. Do I still have the prompt? Yeah, the prompt is like still the same, so let's actually do it. All right, so now I'm going to open with Cloud Code. This is a totally different project right now. Okay, well, actually, let me just type git add dot git reset hard. Okay, so we don't have anything. We just have the whip. Nice stuff. And then I can go to my terminal real quick. Here we go. I can just go back, open Claude. Let's type this, and now I can just type the prompt what I was using on the other project, okay? So this is literally the same prompt on both models, and this is the model I think it's just better. I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna open this on plan mode, okay? Although, yeah, this, well, I won't touch on the reasoning thing, okay? I'm gonna just do this. Fuck it, let's see how it goes. Change branch. Oh, fuck, that's a good point. Oh, shit. No, I copied the project, so we're chilling, you know? What the fuck? It's got a shit out of me, dude. Now we're good. I copied the this is literally two different folders, like Git work trees, you know? Yeah, let's see, chat. Let's actually just allow it to do everything. Well, let me actually open Cloud Code on, you can do whatever. How is it called, the flag that allows you to do like everything? There's a flag called it like dangerously do everything. How is it called? Dangerously skip permissions. There we go. Let's actually run with this so we can go like full fucking do whatever. Okay. Claude. There we go. Get familiar. All right, so it's in plan mode. This is very equivalent of what we did on the Codex situation. So it's now like literally doing the same thing as Codex, like exploring the code base and just moving forward. I'm gonna just let it go, okay? How we are here? Are we done? Still working. Chat, this wouldn't work for me. Like, this is just so slow, honestly. This would never work for me, honestly. Yeah, I'm on plan mode on Claude. Yeah, that's plan mode. So on Claude, let me just confirm. Yeah, plan mode. We're in plan mode. We're chilling. Did you set up extra thinking to match? I didn't. But honestly, like Cloud Code doesn't have all these levels, you know? Cloud Code only had 3 levels, like think a lot, think medium, which is the one we are, you know? So here is like using the high, which is also in the medium. S is really slow. So it's using like the MCP to kind of use past browser plugin. G is going deep, man, in the same time. Like it's using past browser testing. That's why also at the same time, we are also like being a little bit, I wouldn't do this myself. Like if I were to build an app myself, I would never just ask for the full app. You know, I would go very slowly. I would go with migrations and then models and then factories and then controllers and then actions and policies, blah, 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 blah. I would never ask for the full app. This is also different from what I'm used to, if I'm honest. Okay? Exactly. Cloud Code has 3 effort modules. That's it. 100%. Let's see what we have. So, you know, we saw this. We saw that we didn't agree with all this stuff. So this is actually bad stuff. But anyways, what else we have? Do we have actions being used? Yeah, we have actions, which is good. So if I go to create to-do list, for example, which is right here. What the fuck is this shit? Next position? Oh, okay. It just scared the shit out of me for a second. This should have been in the DB transaction, though. But yeah, not bad. So the max position will set +1. Okay. Create to do item. Okay. Delete to do item. Okay. Delete to do list. Okay. Mark as completed. And if it's completed, by the way, this is like code smell as well. So here, for example, the completed UT is enough to know if something is completed. You wouldn't need a different boolean for this. That's why you guys need to review your code, honestly. Like, every single time I'm reviewing code provided by AI, there's always stuff. Like here, for example, we have literally 2 columns which have the same state, which is either something is completed or not. It's just this completed UT gives you more info than just being completed, okay? So you don't need this is completed. This is completed is just there for nothing, because completed UT is enough to know if something is completed. If it exists, it's completed. If it doesn't exist, it's not completed. It's redundant, exactly. That's what I think as well. You know, that's why I also like to go slow. Again, here we are just doing bananas and just ask for the full app. But that's why I also like to go slow, because these wouldn't have been accepted. Now, well, that's interesting. So you used enums for this. However, you didn't use enums for the other stuff we saw in the model, which is interesting. Wow, this is good. So used form request, current user. Nice, good stuff in the action itself. Wait. Oh yeah, this is good. Good stuff. This stuff looks good though. Yeah, I would have used the gate at the form request level. So here we have update to do item completion request, which is right here. Yeah, I would have used the method authorized to actually have the gate within, you know, which is a better place as a concern to be on. C code reviews, not OpenClaw, exactly. Is completed should be a function on a model. Not even, honestly, you can just literally do if completed UT is null, you know what I mean? Like you can literally use that field. You know? It's still going, chat. Are you guys like serious right now? Oh my god. Well, to be fair, Cloud Code is still going too. AI is just slower today for some reason. It's been 5 minutes. Oh well, it's just done. The plan, though, I must tell you this, chat. The plan of Cloud Code is much more code-oriented than UI-oriented. Like here, for example, we barely see any front end. Oh, we do, but we don't see any front end choices almost. We see a few, but we don't see like font choices. Apparently, we don't see any of that. It seems like very code oriented. So I'm going to just clear. I'm going to actually. The context is not overloaded yet. It's just 22%. So I'm going to just say use that context and just move forward building the app. Okay. So we were with how he goes. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, chat. I'll be back. Yup. So what do we have? We have Cloud Code literally smashing code as we speak. And the To-Do app is like done on the Codex situation. So it worked for 25 minutes. That's the TLDR of the story. No, Codex is done now. 25 minutes. Now, either is working, that's another story. We are going to find out real soon. So Pint run, so all of the styling is now good. And it's using enums and shit. This is looking polished though, like all the messages thing here. Nice. Yeah, in terms of UI, actually I think Codex will end up doing better, potentially, okay? Let's actually serve the app and see how it goes. So I'm gonna go to, where am I gonna go? I'm gonna go to PHP Storm. I'm going to go to the Inertia, Laravel Inertia React thing. I'm going to type just composer dev, and I'm going to serve this app and see how beautiful it feels. So I'm going to copy this beautiful URL real quick, and let's see what we have. Holy shit. Oh, wow. That's not bad. This is Codex, by the way, okay, chat? This is the app generated by Codex. So I can create my user account. This was already there. It didn't touch on the login form, which, you know, kind of... Did I run PHP Artisan Migrate? Why this is not working? Data type mismatch. I wouldn't say it looks really good. It looks okay. Why this is happening? The fuck? Yep. It shouldn't have an impact on... That's weird. Okay, I don't know what happened. Maybe it was like, I don't know. So we have a dashboard, kind of reduced a little bit some of the styling, by the way, which is not bad. So I can create my own to-do list. So I'm going to just say streaming content, various topics about my stream, colors, ocean, briefcase. Oh, this is cool though. I can click on it. Can I click on it though? Oh, I can. This is streaming content, so I can add a new one. Oh, nice. My favorite people on chat. Just a few names. Amber Earth. Oh, wow. That's not bad, chat. What do you guys think about this? I want to see the tests about this. So I can select the priority. Add a task title before saving it. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay, I can mark it as done. 2 completed, wrapped up. Wow, that's not bad, actually. It looks good. Exactly, looks fancy. What do you guys think? Edit activity. Oh, I can edit. Well, I wouldn't put the edit button there, but also works. I can like it. Oh, this is not like, this is just a button. What is this? Oh, this is literally the existing code. Yep. Yeah, and I think that's it. Like in terms of, so this is the result of Codex, okay? Do we have Cloud Code still running? Yep, it's still cooking for the past 10 minutes. And FYI, like, I'm super curious to see, like, if he used browser testing. Oh, he did. Very interesting. Does the testing work, though? Because that would be a great question. He used past v4 browser testing. That's nuts. It does work. That's congratulations, Codex. So it did work. It did use past v4 browser testing. So if I go here and I click on tests, browser, I see a to-do dashboard test. It's like doing, going to log in, assert this user, fill like the email and password, click on, that's pretty cool stuff here. Like actually just using browser testing. Wow, cool stuff here. Looks dope indeed. Really good so far. I agree. Top looks weird though. Yeah, I feel like there is some UI stuff that can be better. By the way, past Cloud Code is already running the test suite. So how the front end and how close the front end is close to be built, but it's also being slow. Like to be fair, we saw 20 minutes. Oh, it's done, by the way. Oh, it's done. Never mind. I don't think Cloud Code went that far in terms of actual. I'm going to add this project real quick to GitHub UI because I'm just curious to see. But yeah, give me a second here. I'm going to add it to my GitHub situation here. So add existing project. Let me see. What do we have? I'm going to go to work, projects, streams. Where do I have this shit? Nuno Maduro, starter kits all the way top. Oh, the Cloud Code. Here we go. Okay. So here is an interesting fact. Cloud Code didn't went that deeper, like we don't see the same amount of files, not even close. I think overall we see less features, so we went in a more minimalistic approach. So we don't see colors, we don't see, we see down methods, which is not good. But yeah, it went in a much more simpler way. We see less things, literally. Less files, less migrations, just less stuff in general. The plan looks more minimal overall. Yeah, it just looks more simple, basically. Bye, Legal. See you next time, brother. It did use like all of the things I love, regardless, like, action pattern and shit, form requests and everything. So that's the same stuff. But instead of using policies, you use the port less thing, which is, questionable. Now I want to serve this to see how it looks like, because it feels like Cloud Code, just less, basically. Which is not a bad thing per se, but just different. Let's go here and open this project on Composer Dev. So this will be served on the port 8001. I want to open this on Safari and see how does it feel. That's way less stuff. Yeah, yep. But I mean, I could have tweaked the plan to make it like similar, to be honest, but that's way less stuff. So we didn't have a landing page. Same shit with a data type. What the fuck is this? Anyways, I'm gonna just go here. Claude, PHP doesn't migrate fresh. Here we go. All right, here let's go again. Register, Nuno Maduro. Oh, I don't want the login verification. I'm gonna ask Cloud Code to fix it real quick. Can you remove the email, the verified email from the logged in routes, please? Yeah, I feel the same as you, Diavel. I don't think like having less code is per se bad, especially for someone like me who likes to move slowly with AI, I feel it's actually it's a good thing. It's a positive thing. It didn't overdid basically, you know. But yeah, maybe like the next time we test it, like we compare it actually with a nice flow of moving slow. So, but yeah, way down and click on the like button. Okay, super important. So we no longer have the verified email, which technically means that if I go to Safari again, I click refresh, I should see like the dashboard, and I do. This is a much simpler app. Okay, we are seeing right here. A much simpler app. Still works apparently. So I can create to-dos and shit. Okay, I can mark it as done, but much more simpler. We don't see any browser tests yet, I think, either. If I go here and yeah, we don't see browser tests. We don't see any unit tests whatsoever. It built a much simpler version of a to-do list, which is it's not a bad thing per se, okay? It's almost incomparable. But yeah. So that's why probably Cloud Code took less time, because it just didn't went that far. But yeah. Chad, I want to kind of see if I can change the code on T3 codes. So if I click here, for example, nothing happens. That's interesting. Let me try to close it and open again. I feel like it's broken, or it just went to the JavaScript error probably. Okay, I'm going to just open the T3 chat and open it again. Full screen it. So we should be back. Here we go. I'm going to open the sim session. Yeah, this is definitely broken. Like, I cannot see the changes. Oh, it's loading something now. Okay, chat, it's loading something. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't think you guys can see anything. Let me just remove my image. So it's loading something as we speak right now. If you want to compare the UI features, it needed 15 more minutes. No, I'm done. Did you remove the boost guidelines from the Cloud fork? No, I did not remove them. By the way, this is undeniably broken here, the part of verifying files, okay? So TLDR, it looks promising, this T3 chat situation, but it needs more time. It's still an alpha. It just seems like here and there, this kind of feels bugged, especially here on the right. Well, obviously, I can customize all of this, which feels good. Mode or not right here. I can customize the full access or not. What is this? Oh, this is like the plan recap, which is kind of cool. And now it is broken again, I think. Yep, it is broken again. I can no longer... Oh, here we go. I need to... Okay, cool. Well, we're back. I can change the branches. I can... Oh, the icon is definitely broken. Oh my god. Well, I cannot click on this. Settings allows you to just tweak a little bit the appearance and shit like that, which is not bad. And I think that's it. I can add actions apparently. We haven't tested this. What is this? Let's try this real quick. The action name will be test. I'm going to press the key binding, which will be T. Use the backspace to clear. Press shortcut. Yeah, T. Anyways, the command will be save action. Oh, I can run test by clicking here. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so if I want to run the test suite, I just have to click on this, run test. This is nice, actually. Not bad. Oh, I literally forgot to say, chat, that this tool is literally free, okay? So if you guys want to have it, this is not an ad sponsor or whatever, but if you guys want to check it out, just here we go, t3.codes. No, I did not, because I have committed the whip, you remember? So we still have all the cloud files and everything, okay? So yeah, I felt like, well, if I would have to recap this, it felt like Codex took more time because it also went further a little bit on the UI. You know, and I had time to check the plan. So the plan had some UI aspects, and I literally just said, yes, do it. In terms of speed, I think they were equivalent almost. You know, Cloud Code took 10 minutes, but it did only the backend and very little front-end changes. Codex did a lot of front-end changes, so I cannot forgive, you know, the extra time spent on the feature. Yeah, you know, feels a good model overall, honestly, you know. We selected open code. What do you mean? Oh, so you think that Cloud Code didn't have the same rules file thing? Let me double check. Oh, it does. Here we go. Cloud Code, cloud.md. What do you mean? Right here. So this is the cloud folder. Oh shit! 1 second. Oof! I didn't leak anything. Thank God. Oof. Here we go. So this had like a cloud.md. Yep. Did you try Polyscope? Yeah, it's probably what we should do next. Polyscope, it's kind of this three codes equivalent, basically. Overall, Codex is cheaper, basically unlimited tokens on Enterprise. Oh, really? Dude, Nuno went from I'm never using Codex to it feels like a good model. Oh, dude, I'm honestly changing my opinion all the time. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a lot of people who pretend they know what they are saying, but I'm just transparent with you guys. Like, you know, I'm also trying to figure it out this shit. You know, I'm used to Cloud Code and it feels right to me, but I'm not opposing of using Codex for a week or two and see how does it feel and then let you know come back to you guys with a real opinion. Yes, I've used the same prompt on both, and I found out that Codex went further in terms of UI at least. Have you tried Get Polyscope also? Yes, I did. It feels almost a little bit better than T3 codes, if I'm honest. You still say cancel GPT. Oh my God. You guys are too nice. Chat, I think I'm going to end up the stream here. It was really fun, by the way. I don't know how much time we stayed online, but it was long. So don't forget, if you enjoyed today's live stream, go all the way down, click on the like button if you can. As a reminder, we have a new YouTube video on the channel, so make sure you check that out. But yeah, I think that's it. We're going to be back next Wednesday to some more content. Let's rate someone on Twitch as usual. Feel free to spam the PHP emoji once you get there. Let's see. We have 40 people on Twitch. That's awesome. Let's actually rate someone today before we leave. Who we have here? Who do we have streaming today? A lot of gamers, but let's see if we find someone cool. Boo boo ba ba boo. Anyone doing PHP today, chat? For those who are there that are Twitch people. Anyone doing PHP that we know? Like Josh or anything? Nope. PHP nobody. How about Laravel? Not really. Okay. Oh, thank you, Pick and Flow. You are awesome, man. Thank you for staying around today. Okay, I guess I'm gonna rate this very nice streamer doing some C apparently, I think. That will be it, yeah. Chat, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's live stream. It was awesome to me. Catch you guys next Wednesday, all right? Love you all. Peace out. Boom!